Hi everyone. It is such an honor. Thank you so much for being here with us. Um, I am 40 years old, living living a very full life with HoFH. And I have to tell you, to be completely honest, I didn't think I would be here at 40. It was so some background, I was diagnosed at 5 years old, super early. And that was probably, the thing that saved my life. Because obviously it's so undetectable for most people. But there were certain markers that doctors immediately picked up, and because of that, I got shipped from, specialist to specialist, and I got connected to the right doctors. And, I had 900 untreated, my cholesterol is 900. And, untreated, that could, that could have given me a early heart attack as early as 16. And thank God you know, um, I was in the right hands, and doctors, gave me medications that were available back in the 90s, and they were not as effective. But, with research and, like, advances in medicine that I can't even imagine, like, I really got to this point because of that. So I've had two open heart surgeries, um, and I've been on apheresis. For those of you who know, it's kind of like dialysis for 10 years. I took another medication that I still take that gave me a lot of symptoms, but um, now I'm finally on a medication that doesn't give me uh, a lot of symptoms, and it has completely changed my life. And recently, I just went to an HoFH patient gathering where I really needed. It was in October, and up until this point, I kind of lived my life like, when is the next shoe gonna drop? Am I gonna get a heart attack? Am I gonna, um, like, you kind of have a bleak outlook when you're growing up with this disease, and doctors tell you that you might have a very short life. Back then in the 90s, that's all that we would hear, and you might still hear it from certain doctors, I'm sure. But back then it was especially scary because it was not, we didn't have the patients network that we have right now. And um, it was, the patients gathering was especially important for me to attend, because I finally met other patients that were, my age and older, and I realized that I have been living in fear for a long time, and that I'm here, I'm 40, and I'm living my life very fully, as you can tell. Um, Thankfully, me and my husband travel, and uh we we enjoy our lives. I want, I see so much more of a bright future now that I went to the patients gathering, to be completely honest. So it was it was a wake-up call that I was kind of living a very limited view, with a limited view of my life. And I realized that I've been holding myself back. So yeah, I mean, I kind of just, like, uh, made my story very concise for time purposes. But um, yeah, I've had quite a journey till up until this point. And there's so much hope for people like us, that have been told one thing, from, like, because of data and um, and science, but also there's so much hope because of that data and science now that, because medicine is evolving at an amazing rate. So yeah, there's just wanted to really emphasize that point that there's so much hope.